All right, now we navigate to the appointment type section of the software in Radon Shield Pro. And we've really thought of every indoor air quality related reason why you should be at the house. So based on what the customer calls for, you're going to select the appointment type that is relevant. So the way we have it broke out is residential, service, commercial, and environmental. So you'll notice at the top we have radon protection as number 1 for residential. That's if a customer knows their radon level and they need a bid to mitigate the problem. So we're going to have a series of custom questions built into the software if you click this on, and that'll guide you through the rest of the appointment based on why you're supposed to be at the house. If you click on number 2, that's radon testing with the CRM. So if the customer calls and they order CRM testing to be done, they need to find out their levels. We have a different process and a different set of questions based around that scenario or that appointment type. So you'd want to be sure to click that on. And then here at Radon Defense Midwest, we do duct cleaning, and we're trying it out, and eventually there's going to be something there for the entire network that we could possibly look at. But for now, only we here at National Radon Defense and Radon Defense Midwest have access to that one. More to come, promise you. Service, that would be for, really you have 2 different types of service appointments. You have an annual maintenance, which would be a proactive appointment. And that's going to be where they schedule an annual maintenance to make sure the system's still working. We check everything. We give them another charcoal kit. But there's a set of questions on things to check off during your inspection when you click on that button right there. Service reactive would be if you have a customer that's, whether it's your system or somebody else's system, and something's not working on it, or they have a question or a problem, and that's why they called us to go out to the home. So if you're a service technician and that's the case, you would hit reactive service. Then we get into commercial. So we have new construction radon protection, which is generally multi-family units, large commercial buildings, schools, anything being constructed under a general contractor and a commercial contract. That's new construction radon protection. It's a great way to build bids. And it's also a great way to present to general contractors that may not know enough about radon or what you're doing for them. And so that's what the first one would be. The second one would be if you have an existing building and they know that it's tested high and they need a quote on how to mitigate the entire building. So we do have that as number 7. And then lastly, on commercial, we have radon testing. So a lot of times people will call us and they're refinancing a large building and they need to test it as part of their contract for the bank or for the refinancing company. And so we can go out there and use our charcoal kits that we get through Alpha Energy, and they have an app called Rapid Scan, and we can easily send production team out there, sales team out there, drop all the kits out, scan them in, scan them out, and make it really efficient to check the whole building for radon testing. And this button right here allows you the opportunity to put in the quantities to easily pump out a proposal for that customer. It also has a presentation specific to radon testing and commercial projects. And then last but not least, we have the environmental or the soil vapor intrusion mitigation appointment type. This is if there's a dangerous gas below the structure and you've been contacted to help mitigate that problem, so the building is considered safe for use. And so we'll get into details a little bit later on this, but really soil vapor intrusion is very similarly treated as radon mitigation. So more to come on that. There's a lot of nuances, but this page itself is where you select exactly the reason why you're at the house, and it's important that you select the right one, because each one is different from a presentation standpoint and from a questionnaire standpoint from the customer, and then also the inspection forms that are built into this as well. So be sure to click the right one, and then you'll be on to your next step, which will be the inspection.